Our journey begins with the development of electronic data interchange, which was a technology that replaced digital transfer of data from one computer to another. A guy named Aldrich in 1979 connected a television set to a transaction processing computer with a telephone line and created what he coined teleshopping, meaning shopping at a distance. Although the internet was alive and well in the 80s, it was used for academic, scientific, and governmental uses and was not yet used in the commercial context. It was apparent from the start that business-to-business online shopping would be commercially lucrative, but business-to-consumer would only work once personal computers and internet access were more widely adopted. During the early 90s, the internet became more usable for ordinary people without a sophisticated understanding of computer science and techniques. So long to commercial restrictions. After the National Science Foundation Network decided to lift commercial restrictions on the use of the internet, the Advanced Network and Services provided internet connections to commercial users. With the increasing number of internet users, the internet became more and more attractive to the business world, which is very reminiscent of the social shaping theory. The Golden Age. In 1995, Advanced Network and Services was sold to America Online, AOL, which had great impact on the internet's transformation from federal funding to private commercialization operation. In 1995, Amazon was born. 2 months later, eBay was born. In 1996, Dell started selling personal computers directly to consumers. E-commerce today has turned into a global phenomenon which is as routine and commonplace as picking up a cup of coffee on the way to work. From the convenience of one smartphone or laptop, the consumer can purchase an infinite variety of products and services ranging from a tennis racket to a vacation package, a pet with all its supplies, a week's worth of groceries, a new wardrobe, or a grand piano. This graph demonstrates the e-commerce share of total global retail sales from 2015 to 2021. Amazon is the fourth most valuable public company in the world, the largest internet company by revenue in the world. Clearly, e-commerce, when done right, is a force to be reckoned with. Wait, hold the phone. What edge does e-commerce have over an ordinary retail store? The ability to collect and retain customer details, development of a virtual relationship between customer and retail, and testing consumer response to various discounts. Positive effects and implications of e-commerce. Consumer impact, energy consumption, cost reduction, and product information. Privacy. Electronic trackers called cookies that track the surfing patterns of visitors for use in targeted advertisements. Security. Potential threat to the security of the consumer's personal information. Technological determinism. The revolution of e-commerce has had a tremendous impact on society by virtue of creating a much more informed and empowered consumer. Having your cake and eating it too? The biggest difficulty that brick-and-mortar companies face when building their online presence is in fact their existing offline business. How are traditional retail companies rising to the challenge of e-commerce? H&M and Zara disrupted the fashion industry with lightning-fast production, trend-led products, and a vast retail footprint. Why would they hold back? Although e-commerce is very appealing to retailers, there are some initial hesitancies that are taken into account. Some of the last retailers to jump on the e-commerce bandwagon are the high-end retailers. So where is e-commerce headed? Clearly, the global trend is toward increased technological usage. E-commerce will most likely continue to increase its percentage of consumer spending. This will continue to impact consumers and retailers alike in their use of e-commerce. All players must learn their place in this new ecosystem and evolve accordingly. With online giants like Amazon, it's hard to imagine there would be room for other e-commerce competitors. Therefore, a word of advice might be to try a different approach. Doug Stevens, a retail industry futurist, has a couple words of advice in this regard. As with all technological revolutions, there is an inevitable balance that must be struck. Our challenge as humans, be we consumers or providers, is to harness the power of the internet for the good. We must strive to create an online culture that is contributive to the greater good. Only then will we be able to transform this machine into an odyssey.